What's up, YouTube? It's Marquis, the founder and CEO of Panther Magazine, and thanks for checking out the Panther Magazine YouTube channel. So this video is pretty similar to an older video I uploaded titled My Top 5 Reasons Why You Should Buy a Panther Platform car. It's kind of the same general idea, but I still wanted to make this video, so hopefully you guys enjoy it. So I've been a Panther Platform enthusiast for 7 years now. I bought my first Panther Platform car back in 2019. It was a 2000 Mercury Marauder GS Collector Series. And after that, I bought a 1995 Aero Grand Marquis. I think that was an LS trim. Then after that one, I bought another 2000 Grand Marquis, which was an LS trim as well. Then I bought the 1998 Crown Victoria LX from my friend Andrew, who you may have seen on this channel. That car was really fun. And then now I have this 2003 Mercury Grand Marquis GS. From the moment I handed the cash over to the seller when I bought my first Grand Marquis, in a 6-minute drive from, I bought it actually at a automotive shop. I think it was a body and repair shop, and the gas station was down the street, 6 minutes, and the car was on E. That 6-minute drive, I knew there was something about the Panther Platform that I really liked. One of my favorite things about this car right here is the comfort, how comfortable these cars are. I mentioned it again in another video. It's really like driving a living room couch. All my Panthers, I named the 5 Panthers that I've had so far, including this one. They all had leather seats, other than this one and the second 2000 Mercury Grand Marquis that I bought. The leather seats, to me, they make a difference, but either way, these cars are super comfortable. I've been driving this car around America since I got it about a year ago. I drove this car to Pennsylvania, I think 4 times. I drove it to Detroit last year, and I drove it to Chicago this year. And I commute the car about 2 hours round trip every day. And I drive all over Massachusetts for Panther Meets as well. So the comfort is what makes this car really great. I don't have to worry about uncomfortable seating or anything like that. I really feel like I'm driving on the couch. How smooth the Panther Platform drives, I don't think it gets enough credit. It's really like driving a boat. I've driven some other cars. I've had rentals of newer cars, which I'm not really a fan of, to be honest. There's a huge difference in the smoothness of a Panther Platform car, especially if you go Grand Marquis or a Lincoln Town Car or even a Marauder. I haven't driven a P71 yet, but the Crown Vic I did have was pretty comfortable. It was modded with Grand Marquis seats, so it was really comfortable to drive. But how smooth the cars are. It's really like driving a boat. Big steering wheel. If you get the right gear, the suspension is really good, so turning feels really smooth. So these cars definitely drive really smooth. Then you have the people that are in the Panther Platform community, launching the magazine and putting in the work I've put in for the brand to grow how it's grown in the past 4 years. I've met people in all 50 states, and I've traveled to about 13 states already, including Massachusetts, since 2023. And most of the meets are about 30 plus. Detroit last year was 84, and Chicago a couple months ago was 85. And the hospitality at these meets is really cool. Everybody's laid back. We all love the same cars. There's really not that much drama going on or anything like that. Yeah, the people in the community are great. They're always willing to help. A lot of these guys are good at fixing stuff, so if you got some Panther guys that live near you, getting your car fixed isn't a problem. And these guys are really just cool guys, women too. A lot of these guys, majority of the people I met have solid careers. So away from their careers, they're just building these and going to meet. And meeting other Panther Platform enthusiasts is kind of what they look forward to. Next on my list is the Panther Platform Meets. Like I mentioned just a second ago, the Panther Meets are like second to none. You never know how many people are going to show up to a meet again. 84 people showed up to Detroit last year. I was the only one that hosted it. It was only my name on the flyer. And other than the guys I know on Instagram already, I don't know that many people from Detroit. I've been living in Massachusetts majority of my life. And for 84 people to show up, and it was just a calm day, was really cool. And then 85 in Chicago this year. Then my first 2 years at Ford Nationals, 23 and 24. think we had over 30 cars show up from all over the United States, even Texas to Pennsylvania. And guys are willing to show up and hang out and talk about these cars and learn about different modifications and how to repair certain things. So if you're thinking about buying one, the Panther Meets is definitely something you want to look out for and you want to attend. And lastly on my list is the repairs on these cars. These cars are so easy to repair, especially if you know cars. They're really easy. I know the newer cars that have the push to start and they shut off at the light and turn back on. I seen a video somewhere that you have to remove the whole transmission just to get to the starter on some of these newer cars. The starter is just right next to the engine pretty much on this car. It takes 5 minutes if you know what you're doing. So the repairs are really easy. Luckily, I have a friend, Andrew, like you guys have seen on the channel. He teaches me a lot about fixing these cars. A lot of the stuff we fix has been really easy. And I'm not sure if it gets any easier than fixing a Crown Vic, a Grand Marquis, or a Lincoln Town Car. And as far as the Panther Meets go, if you're looking to buy a Panther, or if you already have one, and you're looking to hang out with people in your state or your city, and you're not really sure where to look, you can reach out to me, you can leave a comment, you can send me a message. I pretty much try to respond to all my messages, and I do a pretty good job doing so. But I know the Panther Platform community pretty much in all 50 states. I know the presidents of all the Panther clubs. I even know the president of Crown Vic Boys, Crown Vic Girls. The guy who founded it, his name's Les. So if you're ever looking to hang out, you don't know where to go with other Panther Platform enthusiasts, you can always reach out to Panther Magazine, and I'll direct you in the right path, so you can go ahead and hang out at a Panther Meet. And I also forgot to mention, we have brands like ADTR Performance, who does everything for these cars: sway bars, supercharger kits, 5-speed manual swaps. The control arms and suspension is really good. I've only heard good things about his products and what they do to the Panther Platform cars. So you have brands like that, Royal Clusters on Facebook and Instagram. He customizes the clusters or the dash where the speedometer is and stuff. He can make it multicolored LEDs, and there's a bunch of guys that do stuff just for these cars. So there's definitely a lot of brands if you want to mod your car that specifically work only with Panther Platform. So if you're thinking about buying a Panther Platform car, my suggestion is just do it. They're still out there for cheap. I'm still finding Panthers for $1,500 or less. And there's a lot of conversation on how the prices have gone up over the past few years, and that's pretty cheap for a Panther, and it may not even have over 300,000 miles on them. So you should definitely buy one. The Mercury Marauders are always going to be a little bit more pricey, but Crown Vics, Grand Marquis, you can definitely find them. Lincolns can get pricey, but you can find some steals. Another thing I learned is checking a state or two away from you is kind of the best option. I think it's like superstition luck. There's 2 states away from you usually has the Panthers that are really cheap. So if you have a friend that's reliable and you guys can get the car from the next state or the state after the next state back home, you can usually find them pretty cheap a couple states away. I'm not sure why that is. Like if I was to look in Massachusetts right now for a Panther, I could probably find something, but Pennsylvania or New York, 4 hours, 6 hours from here, has all the Panthers at $800. There's just no cats on it or something. So, that's kind of my advice. Always look a couple states away first. Well, at some point during your search, but they're definitely out there, and you should definitely buy one. So that's the video. Like I said, it's kind of similar to an older video I have uploaded. It has one of the most views on my channel right now. It's my top 5 reasons why you should buy one. It's kind of similar to that. Again, I still wanted to make this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys on the next one.